By now you have probably heard of a number of ducks that have died in the Chicagoland area. All of these ducks are migrating and they have been affected by what we believe is avian influenza. It is not the only place where migratory birds are being found dead. They've also been found dead in Pennsylvania. Different parks have been closed off. They have been found dead in New Hampshire. They have been found dead in Maine. They have been found dead all over. This is the time when we really need our federal government to coalesce this information to help you. But since you don't have that, we're going to try and do our best. I'm Dr. Simpson. If you like this, give me a follow. Let's talk about things that you need to do. Number one, do not handle dead birds if you see them on your property or elsewhere. Please be careful of them. They can cause problems. The only death we've had in the United States is from someone who handled dead birds on his property. Number two, please keep your cats indoors. The cats are highly susceptible to avian influenza, and it is deadly for them. Number three, this is not the time to have a bird feeder for wild birds. I know you like them, you love seeing them. Please don't do that. Number four, if you keep birds like chicken, please try and keep them indoors so that they don't end up sharing feed and water with migratory birds, which would pass avian influenza onto them and wipe out your flock. Finally, a word about eggs and food and things that we all enjoy. The birds are still being culled, meaning hens are still being killed if they're found to have avian influenza. You are safe if you eat eggs, generally if the eggs are pasteurized. If they're not pasteurized, pasteurizing can happen if you have something called a sous vide device, and we can talk about that later. What about eating chicken? If you cook it normally, you should be fine. This might be a time, however, because the price of eggs are going up and the price of poultry is going up, to consider other things for breakfast, such as oatmeal, such as yogurt, and consider other things besides poultry and chicken for dinner. This might be a Thanksgiving to think about ham or tofu, whatever you're up to. The bottom line is, please be careful. There's an avian influenza epidemic going toward all of these migratory birds, and we are very concerned that this can lead to ultimately human-to-human transmission. The more you can stay away from them and avoid them, please do so. If you have any questions, call your local health department.